Hey guys, today I'm doing new Seduce me. I've been done this since 1:20 p.m. and it's now 1:49 and hopefully it won't be difficult. So I've been doing this, and hopefully it will work beautiful. So like it's not a new game. This is a fictional interactive landscape, and any encounter resemblance to real life people purely concept. Also, please note that the following game is made for PG-16 audience. Do know that sexual violence themes are explored in this game. Trigger: warning, abuse, impaired rape, and suicide. Yeah, so if you like seeing don't watch this even though I'm like 14, but yeah, I would do, and I would get offended, and if you are offended, don't watch this video. Please enjoy. Okay, here we are. Let me turn it up. What's your name? My name. Let's see what name should I put. Tiger. I'm gonna draw like an anime TV show. So draw tiger. And a big face, yes. No. Tiger. Name is Eric. Somewhere. Go to that down. Yeah. Call it fate or call it coincidence. That one moment starts a chain of events I will never forget. Come here. Wait, it's been a long time since we got a rain around here, but it is the season for rainy weather, so that surprised me. Personally, I love the sound of it. The way the rain drops felt like the soft tapping of fingers. It was so smoothing. Even looking at the droplets hit of the window was extremely calming. For this reason, I felt lucky for having a seat next to the window, though I did spend more time staring outside than I did paying attention in class. The lecture in class were pretty boring. Miss Philip was so, but I just interested in what she was saying. And since it was a period right before lunch, all I could think about was doing other things in my free time. Honestly, I didn't really care much for economics. Sure, I had this class, but it was only because I wanted to and did my assignment and as I had to. I was only taking this class because it was mandatory. If it was up to me, I would probably have taken another course. Luckily, it was my senior year, so after this semester, it would mean the end of high school courses forever. Thank God for that. I didn't hate high school, it was just kind of mundane how the days drifted on, and there was no end to it. The only thing I really enjoyed about going to friends, hanging out with them, but that was kind of it. In short, with high school, the start of second semester brought a note of finality to it. I had already applied to many universities the semester parallel, and I was expecting replies sometime in the next few months. It seemed like the start of something new, something that is, if something I stared at the fate of offering jobs, and now I was stuck in this class. Miss Philip raised voice Miss Philip raised voice interrupted my train of. You mean Miss Philip raised her voice? Just when I was thinking about class, turned my head to face the teacher. I think she did just because she noticed that I was pacing out. Yes, ma'am. I think I read about that in the text. Last night, it should be the Black Soul Skulls model formula. Anderson is followed me wherever I went. Most people don't call me by my first name, but what by my surname. No doubt the surname was the trademark of international famous Phil Anderson family toys. And because the founder was my own brother, Susie, one of my best friends, turned around and proudly gave me a punch off the shoulder. From beside me, I heard Naomi, another one of my best friends, clearing her throat in obvious approval of Susie's choice of words. This is too quiet. Yeah. Susie rolled her eyes and saw into her chair as Naomi gave her a small smirk. She always pouted when Naomi showed her up. knew it, Zuzu and Naomi had scooted their seats to the line with mine, and we turned into the three musketeers. Whenever the teacher left the students assigned groups, we always grouped together in our little tarot. It was a sheer stroke of luck that we all managed to be in the same class, so we had to at least take the opportunity and stick together as well as we decide. We were most comfortable around each other than say compared to being around any other classmate. It just made sense for us to put our heads together for any kind of project. I took out the poster we were working on, rolled it open onto the free desk. We were pretty much finished with fulfilling most of the guidelines for the though we did still have to add a few finishing touches here and there. After working on making the poster a bit prettier, we sat back and to see what we still had to do. Naomi, as usual, was the first to look for any issues. She lightly tapped a pencil against her chin, staring intently at the project. Naomi's so cute. I was happy her, not her. Zuzu straightened up to look at the poster and stroked her chin. After a few seconds, her face brightened and she spoke up. It always came down to me. Whenever there was something to be named or titled, I was the master in ending discussions, even when I didn't want to be. Both of them looked at me expectantly, even though I wasn't quite sure myself. I didn't really want to choose sides, but if it were up to me, I would say, oh, I don't know what to pick. Trinity Corporation sound just fun. I like Dragon. I do like that one. As we entered our name game, a giggle scrambled by thoughts. Huh? Who was that? I looked over my shoulder to see her laughing with her circle of friends, mostly comprised of popular people that were predictably friends with everyone in the school. And as a result, everyone in the school knew them. In the center of it all was Elise Iseti White. She sat with a poster that indicated she was still working, but that she also was ready to casually chat about her day. She had an endearing balance of charismatic and awkward, which was readily appetite. when when you first talk to people, everyone, it was easy to make her laugh, smile and laugh. There was a comedian as well. Basically, not that she was like a robot or something. The student that everyone else in Seti was bright, easygoing, and above all had her future laid out right in front of her. Unlike the average student, she knew what she wanted to do after high school. As a result, she was confident and ambitious, though sometimes rub a lot of people the wrong way. Moreover, I had known her ever since I was little. They had ultimately resulted we that continuing together today. My friends knew what was between us. It seeing me glance at her, they shifted their attention to her. Unsurprisingly, Suzu was the first out of the classroom, slinging her backpack over her shoulder with ease as she quickly strolled out of the I wish I would have thought good now of it. Me and you both know me. She gave me a smile as if relieved that I felt the same way as it's Suzu, Naomi. Think about it. I do have to admit, I was spacing out. And just because I answer one question doesn't mean I'm automatically the valedictorian. Despite this, they both burst out in laughter. Normally, anyone would think that opposite, but that wouldn't ever associate with each other. Even though they were so different, their friendship somehow made a lot of sense. Maybe they were just perfect complement of personality, just didn't indicate the possibility of their friendship. After all, we three have been best friends since preschool. You do like spicy foods after all. The cafeteria, a, a bustling room filled with the ammonia of different kinds of food. As we got in line, we ordered our meals and chatted freely. I think I'll go with that sounds good. Once we got our food, we want to put the empty tables, put it aside to finally dig in the food, and back in her chair, tilted it back to that she could rest her feet on the table by her food. It's okay, Suzu. I'm not sure I want a boyfriend yet. Well, it really wasn't about wanting a relationship, but more of there was no one interesting enough to be in a relationship with. Don't get me wrong, I'm an open person, but there were not many interesting guys in this school to go out with. Who knows, time will tell. Naomi looked at me, wanted to continue the conversation. However, the speakers in the cafe started up an announcement echoed through the cafeteria. Funny enough, something did happen, and it was certainly no laughing matter. Cold, it was really cold. The rain became heavier that afternoon, accompanied by warmer thunder now and then. The skids had turned dark, though I couldn't see any of it under the black umbrella. Not that I was looking up, in fact, looking up the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. Sat the grass beneath my feet, unable to look up at the people weeping around me. All I could see was that grass underneath my feet. Beneath the monotone that floated through my ears, reminded me that I was at a funeral. It was only when the speeches ended that I finally was able to raise my hand. A small gathering of people, mostly made of relatives that I didn't even know were related to me, were huddled around a simple small grave. For a while, all I heard was the sound of raindrops on umbrellas. If it weren't raining, everything would probably be in heavy silence. I looked beside me, where my father was standing and holding up a large black umbrella for a small family of three. His motionless, strange sight next to my weeping mother. I wonder what was going through his mind. After all, each into the smooth grey stream song before, as was his father's name. My grandfather, the one who raised me like his own daughter, has passed away that day. The ceremony was small. Only close family were allowed to come. Slowly, though, people began to leave, leaving my father, mother, and me behind at the grave. A man dressed in a clean black suit under the uniform black umbrella of the funeral attendees walked towards us, introducing himself as Grandfather's Lawler. He pulled out a few documents from his suitcase and began to read aloud its contents. Only my parents and I were allowed to be present for my grandfather's will. It was under the strict request of his Lola, and there was a reason why. What? I couldn't believe my ears. I had learned the family since at 18. That was impossible, and yet it was written by my own grandfather's hand. Shaking his head, my father turned to face my mother with a serious expression on his face. I really wasn't sure what to say. Why did my grandfather think that I was the appropriate heir to the mansion? Was I even ready to live on my own? Even though she raised her voice, my dad wordlessly began walking back to the car, disinterested. You can go on ahead too. I think I need some time with Grandpa. She gave me a quick hug and hurried after my dad. I looked around the funeral grounds, which were completely empty, save for the sullen-looking grave that was laid in front of me. I'm sure that if Grandpa were in charge of arranging all of this, it would have been much different. It was bluntly obvious that my dad was in charge of the whole event. Who else would bury their family the same day they passed away? Everyone knew my grandfather's love for George, and yet the grave was a stone slab on the ground, void of any children's toys. Dad didn't even bother putting flowers. His disdain for my grandfather was almost pitiful. Sorry, Grandpa. I tried to force out some words. The only thing that came out was a choked sob. You told me to stay strong, but right now I'm the farthest from it. Like that one time, long time ago. Grandpa? I was driven to a giant bear hug, and we both laughed as he swung me around like an airplane. It was one of my favorite things about seeing my grandfather. The way he greeted me, unlike my father, my grandfather was loving and playful even as I grew older. Sorry that Daddy couldn't be here today. He said that he wasn't feeling too good again. He had always been like that. Dad missed every visit to Grandpa's house, sitting that he was busy with work or wasn't feeling well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what what are we doing today, Grandpa? Mommy says that there's a new dessert. cafe open in town. Maybe we should go. Go. Yes. Oh, is that a toy? Of course. Placed the toy in my hands with a smile and inspected it carefully. It was beautifully crafted and obviously a lot of work was put into it. There was one thing I don't. I think the heart on its chest should light up when you hug it. It be like it's alive and it can be a little night before you sleep. He stroked his chin, considering my input, while nodding his head. After a few moments of silence, deliberating, he turned to me with a chuckle. Ah, well, I hope I can be like you one day, Grandpa. Hmm. Well, making people's feeling in the world. I don't know if I want to make toys when I grow up. That makes some sense. Daddy doesn't think of it in the same way. That I'm not so sure about that. He bent down to look at my arm level with a serious look on his face. I don't hate Daddy, I really do love him. I don't know why he's like this though. I had heard tidbits of this from my mother and various other people. The other people who had stayed quiet were my father and my grandfather. Both of them refrained from saying a word on the trip. But it was clear that whatever happened set up a wall between them. It's hard though. 100% that's just nothing worth more. How can you be so sure of that? He pointed his finger to my head first, then pointed at my chest. For a moment he looked almost sad, pleading, but as quickly as it had come the expression disappeared from his face and he was all smiles once again. Promise. Upon hearing that, Grandpa let out a great burst of laughter and stood up. I made dessert. I'll wait you to the kitchen. I'll just see how much I got. I got too carried away now, but let's just save this. Okay, guys. So that's Seduce Me. Wow. First episode was too sexual, but probably the second episode will be, I don't know. Always find out season later. So if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And comment below if you want more. And comment below if you want more visual novels. And I'll leave this in the description down below. And yeah, hope you enjoy this. Bye.